So it's France who get us underway. Remy Thalès with the kick, and it's taken in by Opeti Fonua, Tonga number 8. Moa waits for opting for the box kick. It's well taken in by Chouli, who goes in field, and then breaking the tackles is Bryce Dulin, who had such a good game against New Zealand last week. And he comes up to the 22, over the 22, gets the support now from Udrago. This is Pala to Thalès, and now Gitoun shifts it out to the right-hand side. Pala once more. All France in these early stages. Forestier, though, knocked backwards in the tackle. Expects some hard hits from the Tonga defence, and then disappointingly knocked forward by Nicolas Mat. And Tonga have possession. The advantage is over, though. And immediately, scrum half Moa in the centre of the park, puts the kick forward. And, well, a penalty. And there's Morgan Parra. Must have been taken out off the ball. Let's have another look. Yeah, definite move in from Pietau.
There or where you land?
Siali Pietau.
Up where you land. Penalty up
French fans
here or here? Okay.
Will remember that name, of course, Charles Pietau.
Light.
Instrumental in that New Zealand win last weekend in Paris. Well, Siali Pietau is his brother.
Back.
Glenn Jackson officiating his 4th Test match. Just make sure that
just got to watch it, eh?
The defence is back in the right place, but an exciting run by Dulin. So Morgan Parra will look to get the scoreboard going early doors for France. 302 points the scrum half's name. Make it 305. 15 metres in on the France left. Through the middle it goes, the flags go up, and France have their lead, courtesy of a Parra penalty. France 3, Tonga 0. And 3 minutes on the clock. There's the captain, Thierry Dusetoir. His opposite number. Là to Langi. Good take from Chouli. Takes it outside the 22. Parra thinks about his options. Goes for the box kick, sends it up over the halfway line. Now it's well taken in by Api Kouator, who's tackled by Medard.
It's the centre.
He's on the ball.
So on you, please, all day. Thank you.
Good support.
For Medard. Centre, okay, centre. So you are.
Let's have the line out, which Szaszewski will take. Goes to skipper Vaha Mahina at the front of the line out. Vaha Mahina called to the starting 15, recovered from a shoulder injury that kept him out of last weekend's match.
Pulling down. Yeah, pulling down.
Tonga got to be wary. They've got to keep their discipline here. It's going to be a hard enough game without giving away all these penalties.
Fine. Sorry, sir, just
keep an eye on the replay, see if we can see the guilty party who brings it down. We can't. Thalès, nice touch. Well, it was Johan Maestri that was thrown to ground, and that was what brought the Maul down. France have themselves the line-out ball inside Tongan territory now. Zazeski found Vahamahina. Last time up, this time he goes further back, but Vahamahina's there to pick up the ball from his second row partner, Maisri. Lovely hands from Meda to Fofana. This is Para. Tales goes cross-field, there's no one at home for Tonga. This must be a score, and it is. And it's Sofiane Gitoun on debut. But we're going to go upstairs, I think, just to check who's behind. But Gitoun could have
all you want to do is just check
try
the toe
on his debut.
If he is out, in goal.
Oh, well, he's checking if he's out or in goal. Well, he's definitely in goal. And Gitoun, his inclusion, raised a few eyebrows because the Algerian-born winger hardly played any top-flight rugby until this season. Gets a try on debut for his country. Gitoun had previous spells with Agen and Albi. Now plays as Perpignan. He had a cruciate knee ligaments in his first season, which limited his exposure in the top 14, just a handful of matches, but with 6 tries in his first 6 matches for the Catalans this season. He shot to the top summit of the top 14 try-scoring chart, and as a result, the attention of the French selectors, and they've justified their choice in their man. France lead 8-0. Para looking to add the extras, this time from out on the France right, but he's just pushed it, and it's going to avoid that right hand upright as we look at it from behind, and it remains France 8, Tonga 0. But Fofana, massive hit on Fofana by Pierre Tau, but France kept their composure, recycled the ball well, and Gitoun gets his first try. So France 8, Tonga 0. 7 and a bit minutes gone.
Use it!
Parrott pops up the box kick, didn't get as much distance on that as he would have liked. Been knocked on by Tonga, advantage play. This is Vahamahina over the halfway line as he knocks the ball forward. But the first knock on would have been from those in red. So France have themselves a scrum. You can see the ball Vahamahina's grasp.
Left. Thank you. Yeah.
The original knock on. William, hello. Let's see how the set piece fares in this match. Average weights of the forwards, France 108 kilos, Tonga 111, so not much between them, and France have a superior technique at this first scrum. Tonga on the back foot. The ball at the back is Shuli.
Scrum again.
The front rows have popped up, so we go again. Good power from the French pack.
Okay. Left.
You mentioned the changes, or a few of the changes, 5 changes for France. There have been 4 for Tonga.
Sit!
1 point lost to Romania and Bucharest last weekend, and the French scrum have another shove, and they've got themselves the momentum. They've gone down, and they've given away the penalty. Good work from the French pack. No hesitation there from the referee, Glenn Jackson. He made his test debut a year ago when England played Fiji at Twickenham.
Too close. Too close.
And a good penalty
saying, but we haven't
kick from Remy Tales takes play deep into Tongan territory.
The gap is pretty good. No, that's what we do. Please.
So another line out on this near side for France. Good work from Tonga, who clear their lines. Para's underneath it now, spins it infield. It's a bit of a cul-de-sac, but through it goes Dulin out the other side. Dulin still going. Takes a tackle from Lili Latu to stop the French fullback, but France on the front foot once more. Vaha Mahina carries the ball into contact. Para's there. And again, the Tongan tacklers falling off their French counterparts, but Tonga have turned the ball over, and the skipper pumps it forward and takes play into French territory. And it's been taken quickly by Dulin. Dulin into Fofana, who makes it up to the 10-metre line. Dulin once more to Gitoun. Gitoun tries to set the ball back, but Tonga do really well. They win the ball back with some good racket, clearing out of the French defenders.
Use it!
Use it as the call. Pucala will do just that. Here is Moa, again the scrum half, opting to play in the centre of the park, throws the long pass out to Helu. Trying to get the ball back. We're now in a traditional scrum half position as Fanua gets the ball back, and a little step up as Tuino goes forward. Not held as the call from the referee. Lovely little ball inside, and Pietau comes up to the 22. Moa once more. Men out on this right-hand side for Tonga, but they're battering through the middle, and Lilo offloads in the tackle, finds Lokotui. Advantage being played as Moa takes it up. This is Lilo once more. Tonga showing some good attacking threat here, 7 metres out or so. Moa once more while he's thrown the long pass, and will come back for the penalty.
Tackle roll, please.
Referee Glenn Jackson.
Tackle roll clear.
A little earlier on in proceedings for the tackler, not rolling clear. And Lili Latu Happy Katoa to kick the points. Let's have another look here, because it looks as if Udrago has picked up an injury just there. Maybe it's that shoulder once again.
How are the offsides looking, boys?
Bernard Leroux. Looks as if he's about to enter the fray. There's his trade harassing Metro. Real disappointment for Udrago.
Scrum call, Barnsley.
Goes on. Can Happy Katoa give Tonga their first points of the match? Puts it, well, he scuffed it, and it's come back off the upright into the hands of Zarzewski. Wow, a let off for France there, and a poor miss really from Apikatoa. He should be kicking those, and there's space in the midfield, and it's space which France will exploit. The little kick forward, coming to try and pick it up. The bounce is kind for Medard. Medard has support to the right-hand side. This is Fofana. Fofana fires it back infield, but the momentum goes temporarily from the French attack. Thalès out to this right-hand side. Ficou.
Backwards by Red.
France now going the wrong way as quickly as they go forward.
Knock on the tackle by
They're
Red.
going back towards their own try line, but the knock on from Red brings it back to the Tonga 10-metre line.
Yep, bring him on,
But
please.
a massive gap
Knock
in the
on
middle of the
tackle, Red.
park. And a well-measured kick from Medard. The bounce was kind.
Maybe this much
Fofana
more.
tried to keep it going.
Knock on by Red, your ball. Scrum.
With Leroux confirmed as the replacement for Udragu.
Come on. What's happened?
And you can see him going for that right shoulder immediately after the contact.
Yep.
And unable to continue. Some repairs required. There's a replay of Wesley Fofana making that break, looking up, trying to be aware of where the support is.
Back.
That was the knock on.
Crouch! 9, 6.
The crowd trying to get behind their team.
9, behind the ball.
And France once again showing their domination at the set piece. They've got to be careful they don't lose it while Tonga in disarray give away the penalty.
Holding right. Shot.
And Dusautoir has absolutely no hesitation in pointing to the post.
Okay.
It's going to be a long afternoon for Tonga at the set piece, if that is to be the story every time.
Back one.
But this is the 5th meeting between the two sides, and it may come as a surprise to learn that France have 2 victories and Tonga also have 2 victories. They've met once before on French soil. That was in Toulouse in 2005. France won that one 43-8. Looking to make it 11-0. Julie does so, straight through the middle. And France adding points to their domination. And work for Mana Otai and his team to do. Tonga's 2 victories came, as I've already mentioned, in the 2011 World Cup. Previous to that, in 1999, they won 2016 in Nuku Halofa. There's a good running take and a good offload as well. There's Helu who was there to take the ball, and now Tonga attack down this left-hand side. Stepping up is Vainakolu. Vainakolu. A puff of the cheeks and a raised hand by way of an apology. Fancied his chances round the outside. Fiku there, number 13. His first start for his country.
Let's go.
Made 2 previous appearances, both off the bench. A couple of minutes in France's last win against Scotland in the Six Nations, and then last quarter or so against New Zealand. Kozeski finds Chuli. We've got to be careful here.
Pulling down.
They brought the right down. So
Pulling down. Too late.
For the first time.
Yep.
And we're penalised
Pulling down.
for pulling down.
Pulling down, the maul had already formed. It wasn't straight away.
Touch is found just outside. Tonga 22.
Can you get quicker in the line out, please?
Lovely quick ball off the top of the line out and through the middle is attempting to go Gitum, but he can't keep hold of the ball. And now Tonga try and attack down their right-hand side. This is Nililatu.
Advantage over.
Driven back in the
Backwards.
tackle. Vainakolu.
No, leave.
Moa. Moves up his options, decides to go to the left-hand side. Now, what can Tonga do here? That's their 10-metre line. They retain possession. A little darting run from their prop, Tao Malulu. And a couple of players on the Tongan side that are based in France, plays for Perpignan. So up against a couple of teammates in Vahamahina and Gitun.
Release now, 2, tackle!
There goes again.
Hands on.
Good strength from Moa. It was Nicolas Mat who had hands on the scrum half, and that's a good pass if they could keep the ball alive here. Unfortunately for Tonga, none of their speedsters were out on that left flank when the ball got there. The forwards do well to keep momentum going. Little dart from Pietau. Through the dummy, trying to go himself. France Stoke hold firm. Moa throws the long pass. Now here's a chance. It's a 3-on-1 situation here, and Tonga, oh no! Opeti Fanua with the try line beckoning. Can't find the pass, and France clear. Now, this is Lokatui, who needs some help, but they've got advantage here.
11.
And the penalty comes as Mailau comes to help out, but Tonga really should have been on the scoreboard there. And there's a little bit of afters going on here between
No, I had a knock on.
Tamalolo and Leroux. And time is off.
Boys, got anything there?
Let's have another look. Well, this was wonderful play. Another long pass from Moa, and this was the 3-on-1 situation.
At all? Huh? Okay. No. Okay. Penalty.
Long pass from Moa.
11.
Just here with the defence turn. Fanua comes inside, and ifs and buts, but I'm pretty sure had he gone out wide, whether it had been to Helu or the other supporting player, Tonga would have been over. Well, Tonga decide to run the penalty. And here they go again. This is Helu. This time he's got a lot more work to do. He's on the French 22. Nora's pass bounces kindly. There's any momentum that Tonga had hoped to gain is gone. The scrum half doesn't fancy the job behind his forwards that often. Spends most of his time in the middle of the park. And Sfofana almost gets heartbeats racing here.
On it. On the team. Okay, thank you. Okay. Come on.
Well, Mr. Buster Hall coming into the fray.
Time off 13, okay.
Fiku is off.
Come
I'm
on.
not sure. Oh, this will be for a blood. Replacement, Westerhall. So once Fiku has been patched up, I'm sure he'll be back on.
No, 2 out.
Good take off top of the line-up by 2-0. Now Tonga, who had a sketchy start, have got into this game now. They've threatened the French line. Can they get up that end again and this time get over the whitewash to score a try?
Ball's out. Ball's out.
Going to have to play the ball first of all, because the ball is out according to the referee, and Moa takes it up over the halfway line. Now Nili Lartic takes it off. 2 and out.
Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage being played. Moa. Now, will Tonga try something here? Play to nothing. Pietau going, and we'll come back for the penalty.
Offside.
Offside. Against
out,
France.
Offside. Thank you. Yeah, here, sir.
25 minutes gone. France 11. Tonga 0.
La main au sol, il faut renvoyer. Nous attaquons autour maintenant.
2 Morgan Parra penalties. Either side of a debut try for Sofiane Guitoun. And Tonga are in the red zone. Line out ball. 4 or 5 metres inside the France 22. Quick line out ball. Now, what can they do here? The skipper throws the pass, but it's a poor one, and France are up quickly. Bastereau stops his man. It's pinging around there.
Knock on advantage.
And knock on, so advantage being played. As Tonga try to go through the middle.
Advantage over.
Advantage now over. Tonga have to try and pick some gaps in that French defence. Tayoni gets the ball back, but France have won possession with some lovely play at the breakdown. Bastereau.
Holding on, man on his feet, number 1.
The kick, which wasn't a great one.
Number 1 on his feet, holding on.
France have the penalty.
Max.
Tamalolo.
Classique, tu dis classique, une bonne bus. Classique, une bonne bus.
Veritello's with the penalty, right-footed. Takes it just outside the Tonga 22. Superb work by Forestier. So France possession. So in the middle of the line out. And it's brought down by Chuli. And it's messy slow ball, and Tonga fancy their chances here, but penalty goes against the Pacific Islanders for hands.
Shot.
Nearly shot a goal.
No, it went down. Listen, all I want to say, mate, is we've given a lot of penalties for different things. Okay, yeah, just talk to them. We need our discipline.
So the referee Glenn Jackson just asking for an improvement in the discipline from Tonga. Could be some yellow cards banded around shortly should that discipline not improve.
Saw in the line-up. Keep coming
Here comes Fuku. Coming off after this kick. Para straight and true once again. And Morgan Para makes it France 14, Tonga 0. France worthy of their lead, but the alarm bells have been rung on one occasion. Coming within a metre or so of scoring a try, but confirmation that Fuku is back on for Bastero. As Tonga get the game restarted, and Damien Chudi once again with the carry. There's a little bit of afters on there at the breakdown. That's soon forgotten. No, it's not. There's Tamalolo. Let's see where that was. Maybe it's Mas. Nicola Mas. Tamalolo. Just having a disagreement.
Who's your team?
Coming up to half an hour gone. It's France 14, Tonga 0. 3 Morgan Para penalties. And Sofiane Gitoun try. Good run down the middle of the park. Brings an advantage.
Got to roll away. 6.
Daniela Moa not happy.
There.
It's gone against Dusatois for not rolling away.
Please, captain, roll. Shot.
You see Dusatois making the tackle. But, just try to get out of the way, but really hard to prevent his opposite number.
Please.
And allowing the ball to come out and to win his side. The penalty now. Fangatapu Apikatoa. Just his first and only effort at goal. Now from in front, further out. Can he get the direction and accuracy? Up 150 test match points for the fly half if he can slot this one, and it's on its way. It's got the direction and it's got the distance, and Tonga are on the board courtesy of their fly half Fangatapu Apikatoa, who notches up 150 test match points to make it France 14, Tonga 3.
Donc toi tu fais -2 à classique, 62 blocs un peu arrière, -2 ou à 3. -2. Voilà. Ou alors tu sors en bleu.
Talos then with the restart.
Tu connais les ballons maintenant.
To give it much hang time as possible, and it's straight into the hands of Maxime Médard, and France have possession from the kick-off and the restart. The pass bounces off the chest of Dusatois, and Tonga have possession once more. Tackled by Fiku. All out down the narrow side for Tonga. Moa. Oh, lovely running from Pietau. Pietau with a good offload. Now it's, well, 1 against 4. And Dulin has his hands on the ball. And finds the touch on this near side. But again, some enterprising play from Tonga. But once again, we don't get any reward.
En place, Seb, en place.
Lovely initial run from Pietau.
This is the middle. Middle.
Kick forward.
Down.
Réactif, Mama, réactif.
From Kalamafoni. again, Moa finds his skipper, and his skipper seems to be the linchpin, trying to get moves off the back of the line out. Moa does well to get the ball away. Now this is Taumalolo, well tackled by Para. You can see there Moa and Apakatoa swapping positions. Apakatoa going into scrum half, and well, Lilo has to button down the hatches because the pass is a poor one. And he does well to retain possession. It's all a little bit static though for Tonga. Pukala pushed back in the tackle. Oh, that's mighty close to being forward. It was very, very flat from Moa. Play on, say the officials. Now a little bit more space in which to run. Vainakola is still going, eventually brought down by Vahamahina. The crash ball through the middle, lovely play, and Tonga once more into the red zone. Fiku is the France player there, but Tonga are going to get penalised for not releasing. A real shame. There's another great break, just not enough numbers there. Halfway line. Here is that break once more. Chukulua Lokatui with it. Gets the thanks to his teammates for making the tackle on the Tongan second rower.
Brian Taylor inside the 5. Use it!
Another great pass from Para. The skipper Dusa tried as well to pick it up. We've got just over 4 minutes of this first half remaining. France lead by 11. Advantage being played. Advantage, as you can hear, now over.
Foot.
The tower was brought to ground, but here they go again. Moa lateral his initial movements and trying to straighten it up and straightening it up while it's peered out. Moa over the top and through the middle into the 22. Good work from the scrum half. Here is Nili Latu. Advantage being played. Through the legs it goes.
Penalty advantage offside.
Now, they just want this ball back, play to nothing, because they know they've got the advantage. Oh, that's a terrible effort.
Offside. 6.
A
6 offside.
drop goal. The Dusatoir's offside.
Shot.
And Tonga will have a chance to make it a single-figure game once again. And for all their domination,
every time on attack, they
have a very slender advantage at the moment, just 11, and it could well be 8. There we go, Apakatoa with the improvised pass through the legs. That gave the penalty away. Apakatoa punish him. One from 2. Tonga fly half so far. Again, taking his time. But this one is through as well. And the lead now is just 8. France 14, Tonga 6, and we've got, what, 2 minutes or so of the first half remaining. So, Tonga, who started this game a little shakily, were 8 down after 5 minutes, have taken stock of the situation, got themselves back into the match, find themselves down by 8. As half-time approaches, just need to keep France quiet on the scoreboard front here if they can for the next minute or so. Oh, was being grabbed round the neck. Lily Lartuk once again takes it on, takes on the responsibility.
Please.
His 30th cap tonight, the Tongan captain. 11 behind Lissi Vunipola, who had the most caps for Tonga.
I told you to stop.
Now,
playing penalty advantage offside.
Against Tonga as they fail to heed the referee's advice, and quick hands here could get Gitoon away again. This is Fiku to Gitoon off his right foot, spins out of 2 tackles before being brought down by Lokatui. But France looking to add to their tally of points just before the break, and they've got men over here, plenty of time, plenty of space. What a tackle that is, as Vaha Mahina threatens the try line. Czazeski to Talez. Penalty coming.
Offside.
To the offside. Quickly taken by Medar. Medar trying to catch the Tongan defence napping. Czazeski looking for the try. Para out to Leroux. Tonga on the ropes here. And, well, that's Taione who's gone round the side, and he's going to be penalised. He could well go to the bin here.
Side entry.
Czazeski and Moa now having a little bit of afters. Czazeski, one of those that was in the squad that lost to Tonga in the World Cup, and run up this game, he's been saying that he really wants...
Take them away, please. Stop doing that signal, please. I'm going to have a look.
France to put one over on Tonga to eradicate those memories, and Duzutois trying to referee the game, then Jackson asking him not to.
Red, elbowing number 2.
Now, this is the replay. That's a super try-saving tackle. Now, is there the elbow on Czazeski? Yes, there is. Now, Moa wasn't happy with something, but he can't do that. And a Simbin for the scrum half, and this puts a dampener on this opening 40 minutes for Tonga. They were within, 60 seconds of going into the break, 8 down. While they're going to go into the break at least 8 down, they're going to go in with 14 men on the pitch, and it could be more points on the board.
Half time. They play the scrum, Banzi? Scrum?
You can play the scrum now. Yeah, scrum.
So Dusutois just asking if they can play the scrum, and Jackson just checking with Wayne Barnes, the assistant referee, who of course is a very experienced test official. And the Englishman says yes, the scrum can be played, and France wants to make Tonga pay here.
Thank you.
Well, Tonga so close to scoring tries on a couple of occasions, haven't been able to do so. Are they going to pay here? Down to 14. Final throws of the opening half.
Sit! Yes, no.
Now, France have had the superiority in the scrum throughout this match, and it continues to be superior. And well, the red defence parts and goes AWOL as Damien Truly goes through for his first try for his country, and he makes Paniela Moa pay for his indiscipline and the elbow on Szalczewski, and the French supporters will be somewhat happier now. Their side have another try, a second try of the game. Damien Truly with it, and he'll be delighted to get his first try for France.
I will make sure I look after this, okay? Please, all right?
William Helu nowhere near the French number 8. And Para can now put the icing on the cake. It's been a great last, 3 or 4 minutes for France, a terrible 3 or 4 minutes for Tonga. This will be the last kick of the first half. Can Para add 2 more points with it? Parrott sends it on its way, it's through, the flags go up, and Morgan Parrott adds the extras to Damien Truly's try, and it means that France go into the half-time break leading by 15 points. It's 2 tries to 0 in the first 40 minutes. Half-time score, France 21, Tonga 6. To get underway, and well, Tonga will be so disappointed with the way they finished that first 40 minutes. Damage really done, and that time added on, but I'll say the head coach for Tonga saw his side go from 14-6 down to 21-6 down in the space of 3 minutes, and on top they have lost scrum half to the bin, and the Ella Moa.
Yes.
For an elbow from Dmitry Szalczewski. So I think Tonga who get this second half underway, attacking the post to our left.
Okay, 15 seconds.
And much to think about for the men in red. But it's Whangatapu Apekatoa who gets us underway, and France
outside
with the numerical advantage on the scoreboard and the advantage on the pitch as well. And they're facing up already, and there's some afters going on here, and it's Sona Tamalolo who's done it, and there's some real fists flying in here. Johan Maestri seems to be the recipient, and Sona Tamalolo is having to be calmed down here now. We're going to go upstairs to the TMO, Juan Silvestre of Uruguay. So what happened here? Tonga can ill afford to pick up another yellow card.
Okay, take them away, Nelly, please. Away, please. Can you take them away, mate? I'm sure to talk to that. They are.
Well, Tamalolo, I've already mentioned, plies his trade. Goes in here and then throws the right hook. Well, not quite sure why he's done that.
Yes. I've got one.
Real.
France 5, trading blows to the head.
Yes.
My recommendation at the moment, if you want that,
yes,
would be 2 red cards.
Yes.
But you may want to have a look.
Yes. I'm agreeing with you, but we will have a look at that, okay?
Well,
so,
we could have 2 reds.
Alan? Can we bring it up,
Alan
please?
Falzoni of Italy, in fact, who's up in the TMO box.
Yes, I agree with you totally.
Wow. Extraordinary. Sona Tamalolo, obviously very fired up for the start of this second half, but he's absolutely piling in the haymakers here.
How are we going?
Johan Maestri isn't an angel either, but certainly he doesn't throw the first punch, but he certainly gives as good as he gets.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. Okay. Nelly. 1. And number 5.
Well, it is going to be Maestri.
Okay, what we've got, we've got the first punch thrown by 1, but retaliation. Okay? So unfortunately, it was continuous blows. So you're gone, okay, and you're also gone.
So
you're going to get the penalty.
2 red cards, and both teams down to 14. Tonga 30 for the time being. The crowd don't like it. They're still having a go.
Penalty to France.
Surely they're not going to square up as they leave the pitch. Wayne Barnes just coming in, but Johan Maestri,
I understand.
to lose second row, shown a red card, and Sona Taumalolo, the Perpignan prop, also shown a red card. So, well, didn't take long to ignite in the second half.
Marcus it.
No, Maestri. A little upset as he left the park, but there we go. I think he may have got away with maybe a yellow card had it been just the one punch, but as it was continuous blows, the officials feeling that there's no option left to them, and you could hear the referee saying, unfortunately, he's going to have to give the red cards. Maestri was very upset. Sensibly, some people in the tunnel to keep them apart. Now, let's get back to the action here. Now, France with the possession, driving forward. This is Sarzeski. Pushed back in the tackle by Lokatui. Big tackle coming in there from Kalamafoni. France get the ball back. This is Parrott, has a little look up. Lead is 15 as Sarzeski is brought to ground. Parrott has the ball in his hands quickly though. This is Duna. The ball back. Sarzeski's there once again, picks the ball up, drives forward. He's thrown back into the melee of players on the floor.
Off the foot.
Now, more organised attack here from France. Ficou, with both wingers either side of him, Médard to his left, and Kitun to his right. France retain possession. STA almost getting in front of the ball. Wow, advantage being played, and here is Nilila offloading the ball to Pukala.
Penalty high.
Has the penalty against him, I think, for high tackle.
High tackle. Yeah. Shot.
Well, there is Daniela Moa, who was shown a yellow right at the end of the first half. He's got another 5 minutes or so. Oh, there's the high tackle. It's actually Morgan Parrott who comes in with it, and not
Please just make sure we keep it calm now, okay? It's disappointing, but we need to only keep it calm.
That point of turnover. From distance out. Africa is looking to get the first points of the second half. And there you have Maestri. Tamalolo in the dressing room, and you can see Maestri just with his head in his hands. He can't believe it. It's going to be long 35 minutes plus time added on. For both players now, once again, Africa taking full use of the time allowed, and he's just short. See Wayne Barnes getting right underneath the crossbar just to make sure that he got the right call. He will leave it for Thalès. Gonzalez has to get some distance on it. 22 dropout, gets a little bit of a slice on it. Kick up and over from Mohicanos. Finds touch. And the crowd here love the Mexican waves going. It's been a strange start to this second half. There's 2 red cards in the opening exchanges. Just put a bit of a dampener on proceedings. Neither side have got back into their rhythm from the first half. It was an enjoyable first 40 minutes of rugby, one in which Tonga did well to get themselves back into the game after a dodgy opening 5 minutes or so. But the start and the end to the first 40 minutes from a Tongan point of view, very poor. Conceded 15 of the 21 points in those sort of 5-6 minutes.
Hands are on. Hands are
Mas
on.
with the tackle on the clear out, but Tonga struggling to retain possession, and they've lost it. The ball thrown into the midfield by Vahamahina, and there's a space on his left-hand side now for France to try and exploit if they can. Medard comes back in, finds Dussetois. Lovely quick hands. Oh no! Jazeski is there to pick it up, but it's been knocked forward.
Yeah. Who? Time off. Who? Okay. Yeah.
And so back comes Daniela Moa. And it's 14 apiece. Coming back inside and the tackle made from Mohicanos.
No.
Now, triple substitution.
Please, just continue with the ball then.
Vincent Debati, number 17, Rabat Slimani and Benjamin Kaiser coming on. So an all-new front row for France.
Yes. Finished. Number 8.
Number 18, Rabat Slimani. One of the most impressive tight heads this season in the top 14. To try and fight his way into Saint-André's reckoning.
Please, patience.
Saint-André sticking with what he knows best. Some rugby commentators in France wishing him to look forward to the next World Cup. Another few players, but I think with his current record of 2013 with just 1 win, he just, Saint-André that is, just wants to get the victory under his belt if he can. South Africa await next week for Les Bleus. Tonga travel to Wales.
Too early. Wait. Too early.
Elvis Tayoni, who's gone early. Short arm penalty given to France, and so we pack down once more.
Patience, please. 9.
Tayoni Vea, 17 on the prop on this near side for the dismissed Tamalola.
6.
Petit Fanua, the number 8 that's been
Down.
sacrificed.
Down. Come over here, please. Here. Okay, I want your closer. Closer. You're good.
Mailao. Scrum goes down. Good attacking options for France. The scrum right in the middle of the park. Parrott with the ball in.
6.
Which way will they look to go? And this time Tonga get the push on too early. Para takes it quickly. They're going to go down this right-hand side. This is Dula. Dula comes off the right foot. He had Gitoun outside him, but takes it on himself. Now France through Kaiser. Come again. Para out to Fofana. Fofana to Ficou. Ficou offloads back to Fofana. This is Medard, but he's got what, 4 or 5 red shirts in front of him. Para, Thales to Leroux. Leroux 6 metres shy of the Tonga try line. Here goes Gitoun to Dula, try! And France get a 3rd try of the game through fullback Brice Dula. His 2nd try for France. It was coming all along, and he finished it off in style.
Just a new front row.
Lovely little ball from Gitoun, committed the defender, and this little pop pass here gave Mohicanos absolutely no chance of keeping the French fullback out. Gitoun scores one, but makes one with a beautiful pass to Brice Dula. Congratulations all round in the French ranks. So 26-6 now. Just the 1 miss.
I haven't speed my scrum up.
Brings it round, through it goes, up go the flags, and it's now France 28, Tonga 6. That pass there from Sofiane Gitoun is an absolute beauty.
Nelly.
So, confirmation then that France's lead is 22 points.
Stay on.
All right, has a little look up.
Yeah, don't move. Stop.
Les.
Oh, sorry.
Footed. Touch.
No, ruck inside.
And Jackson, New Zealand, the referee, working hard to keep some sort of control in proceedings.
We had a new ruck inside.
So the Tonga line out.
Remember, 1 off.
Six-man line out. Red cards. Oh, and it's too far over the back. Dusautoir picks up, and France turn ball over, and they're on the attack here. Ball too far in front of Ficou, he knocks on. But Tonga can counter-attack here. Mohicanos with the kick forward. It doesn't get the distance he wanted. Disappointment on Mohicanos' face. There will be a French line-out ball.
Middle.
Way too much on the throw. Wicket just around the corner. Has to go Thales, and Ficou can't hold on. Front of the line-out goes Kaiser. Box kick is a good one, and it's well chased down by Gitoun, and this is France on the attack once more. Good chasing from the winger. Not letting go is Gitoun. Oh, dearie me, this is
7 on his feet. Hold it.
Just degenerating a little bit here. Mahina squaring up to Mohicanos. A bit of a height difference, but the winger not phased at all. 25 minutes of the match remain. France 28, Tonga 6. Tonga yet to score in this second half. Little pop pass in the middle of the park is brought to an end by Dusatois, who makes the tackle. Now it's Fofana making the tackle. This is Moa down this right-hand side. Now a chance here for Helu to take on the French defence, and it's Fiku who brings him to ground. Moa drops it to his forwards to try and make some ground. It's Kalamafoni with the first carry. Moa once again, he and Apakatoa change shirts. There is Apakatoa reaching for the ball and bringing it under control. Kalamafoni 5 metres out. Tonga knock again. Can they find a way through this time? The offload and the tackle to Lilo. Lilo tackle. Pass is not a good one, but the advantage is being played, and there's space. There's loads of space. Vainakolu must score, and he does score. And Tonga gets some reward for all their endeavour. And Fatou Vainakolu, who plies his trade with the extra Chiefs in England, gets the first try for Tonga in this match. The advantage was being played, but a lovely pass from Nulilate. And Vainakolu scores his 8th try in 11 appearances for Tonga. So, 28-11 now. The scoreline stands with the conversion attempt to come, but good finish from Vainakolu. In the left-hand corner for Tonga. Dusatois will have a long time to have a chat to his troops here, because Apakatoa, not the quickest kicker in the world, but that's a great pick-up there, because the pass was not a good one initially. So, Apakatoa to make it 28-13. Again, just really pushing the clock. He's missed it on this near side, hooks it. And the score remains France 28, Tonga 11. And we've got a little over 20 minutes remaining in this match.
Time off. Let's go. And the next one. Okay. Yeah. Come.
Changes of plenty.
On, thank you. Okay, play.
Tayeni off. Mahasi on. With hooker. And, pull it. On for 2-0, so Tipole, the oldest player on both squads, is now on the park. And Noah sees his kick charge down, but it falls into the hands of Lilo. And that was very fortuitous for Tonga. Lilo in the right place at the right time. Was really well.
Go.
French line out on that far side, clean take. You've got to be careful that you don't get penalised for bringing this down once again. France keep going.
Use it!
Down under its own momentum, use it as the call from the referee. Para does just that. This is Vahamahina over the 22, gets the ball back. Para's there once more. Thalès tries to release Medal. Medal off his right foot. Lovely ball to Fofana, but Fofana's pass is into the hands of Apakatoa. and Tonga turn ball back over. Nasty as well to keep the ball alive for Tonga. Mailau keeps the ball going forward, but then the penalty is given away.
Clean out and he was on his feet. No problem, holding on. You never once let go of the ball from flying. Survived the clean out, man holding on.
Have another look. It's good work by Kaiser. Replacement hooker wins possession back for his team. And the ball is punched deep. He's going to have to do it all again. You can see there, getting his hands on the ball. And as a result, Mailau not releasing.
There we go, now.
France once again, about 8 metres out now from the Tonga line. They've got the rolling ball going. Now they're going to spin it. Tales back to Para. Fofana off his left foot, trying to find a way through that Tongan defence. But they close ranks and Fofana has to reset the ball. This is Kitoon once again, runs into Nililatu. Para. To Slimani. Slimani tries to get the legs pumping. Tonga in danger of being on the wrong side here. And Moa comes through the middle, gives away the penalty. Para. Kitoon tries to go through a gap that wasn't there.
Taking the 9 out. Taking the 9 out.
Para wins the penalty after being taken out.
Didn't have the ball. He took the 9 out.
Moa.
Didn't have the ball. Yeah, but you can't take the 9. No, tackling the 9.
Well, what is Dussentois going to do here? He's going to go for the post. And the French fans, or some of the French fans here, Stade Océan, not too happy with that. France in front by 17 and 18 minutes remaining on the clock. Possibly hoping for a kick to the corner. Running repairs required by a number of players out on the park. You see here being cleaned out by Moa.
Well, he can't touch the 9.
Has 2 penalties and 2 conversions to his name. For a 20-point game. Yes, he can. Morgan Para finds the target once again. And France lead by 31 points to 11.
Yeah, bring him on.
Ma'afu.
The fire system off. Sorry, please.
Coming on.
Who? Number 9. Thank you.
And also Fisilau waiting to come on. He's standing on this near side touchline. Here he comes now. Fisilau from Moa.
You going that way?
Hobbling off.
Yep, mate. Inside, stay on. Okay, don't stop, don't move.
Good clearance. Number 22 takes play up to beyond the France 10-metre line, or on the France 10-metre line. Tales with it. There is Maxime Médard. His birthday today, 27 years of age. Will there be a birthday try for him? Looks like there's going to be a birthday win. Unless something spectacular happens in the final 15 minutes here in northern France. Disallowed. Just waited on that pass and it invited the defence up onto his back line. Lovely offload by the captain, Nili Latu.
Penalty advantage.
Penalty being played, or advantage being played for France. Para.
Knock on, penalty. 6 on his feet, 6 on his feet. Penalty. 6 on his feet, not releasing.
Stop-start affair in this second period. You can see Morgan Para looking a little disappointed with the whole situation. It could be because he's about to be replaced, but this is Michelak who's going to come up, presumably for Henri Thalès. Michelak, well, needs just 6 more points to become the third highest point scorer for France in Test history. Currently on 362. And he does come on for Thalès.
Okay, time on.
Bastero is also coming on. Can Michelak get those opportunities for the 6 points he requires? And overtake Thierry Lacroix. He's pretty close to being the all-time point scorer. Christophe Lamaison leads the way, 380 points. Dimitri Yashvili with 373. Then it's Lacroix, 367. Currently Michelak on 362.
7 on his feet. 7 on his feet.
Ball cleared downfield as
3.
Bastero on for Fofana. Shows his power, just brushing off the attempted tackle.
On the line.
Take the line out now. And Tonga get themselves going once more. This is Vea with it. Bissau. Oh, the ball's gone behind the intended recipient, who was Pietau, and now a chance here for Michelak over on that left-hand side for France. Para. This is Debati. Sees the ball stolen by Bissau, who kicks it downfield, and it's looks like it's going to be a great kick. Takes possession all the way down into the French 22. Médard looks nonplussed with the whole situation. And the initial pass behind Pietau, and well, almost invited trouble. Michelak, well, didn't go to Médard. I think that's why Médard's a bit nonplussed. Médard, I think, backed himself from that far out, even though he had William Helu moving in the right direction to close off the space. Taken by Chouli. The 3 try scorers for France here this evening. Michelak looks to the pass, then goes crossfield. This is Guitoun. Guitoun's got support outside him now. If he can offload Guitoun though through the tackle. Guitoun still going into Tongan territory. He has Doulan in support. Doulan trying to clear the ball out, but has the winger gone too far and lost possession? No, he hasn't. Para waits. This is Michelak. Shuli. Tackled by Nililatu.
Yeah, right.
Penalty taken quickly by Power. Here goes Gitoon again. Gitoon throws it back in foul, finds Fiku, but Gitoon's in touch.
Sorry.
And Tonga,
Right now.
the line out ball.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Just there. Good call from Wayne Barnes.
Don't worry about them, please.
What an exciting player Gitoon is. Not afraid to run at the defence. As we enter the final 10 minutes, France lead by 20 points, 31-11. Both sides down to 14 men after a 41st minute fracas that saw Johan Maestri and Sona Tamalolo given a straight red for a brawl. Made to Mishlak. Mishlak flicks the ball onto Fiku. Fiku can't find a way forward. The ball comes off the foot and Para bats it back. Mishlak picks it up, pumps it forward, and Gitoon sniffing for another try. Watches the ball go into touch.
Time off. 10. Yeah, he's come. Bring him on.
One-handed bat, so
Time off.
it's as if we're having another substitution. Katoa comes off, and Latumi Fosita comes on for his first cap for his country. First cap from the bench with a 21-year-old fly half, plies his trade for Northland in New Zealand. Morgan Parra has been replaced by the very exciting Jonathan Pelissier, who is also making his debut from the bench. So a little flurry of changes from both coaches and some first caps out.
Knock on only, knock on.
Pelissier, probably one of the most exciting scrum halves in the top 14. He's got great pace, not only darting around the breakdown, but give him some open space and you invite yourself into trouble as Dula cuts inside. Medard again isolated on that left wing. Here goes Pelissier to Mishlak. Mishlak offloads in the tackle. France looking to finish this match strongly. Mishlak now goes to scrum half, gets the ball, goes out to this left-hand side. Medard whips it out to Gitoon. Gitoon kicks the ball forward, but too much on it, and the high tackle sees the penalty given away. Pressure on the youngster, as we see Dulin come back in field. That's what the penalty was given away for. And France now decide, with only 7 minutes remaining, that they will go for the lines. And Pascal Pape makes his way onto the park. His 48th cap. Stade Francais player comes on for the skipper Dussoir.
Yeah, he's coming, bring him on. Hang on.
Well, 2 red cards. A player with arguably the worst disciplinary record in the top 14 comes on, Pascal Pape. Now, Halai Fanua is also on for Tonga. But France looking to finish this match strongly with another score if they can. And they are trundling towards that try line. Ball at the back of the rolling ball. There is the try line. They're over. Do they score? Well, Glenn Jackson doing his best, trying to see if the ball had been grounded. The ball was with Kaiser, who's looking for his first try
is there any reason
for France.
they cannot award a try, please?
Is there any reason he cannot award a try? Well, you can just see the ball there at the bottom. It's hard to see in the melee of arms and legs. And you can see there, I think, that the ball is on the ground. And Kaiser indicating that he has the ball down, as he would, of course. Now, what will the TMO's ruling be here? The ball is there on the ground. I don't see there's any reason why a try cannot be awarded.
Yep.
And it is awarded, and Benjamin Kaiser follows Damien Chuli in scoring his first try for his country against Tonga here tonight, and he takes the score on to 36-11. Clement Auvergne-Hooker crosses the whitewash to push the score on, and Mishlak will attempt the conversion, which he gets, and he moves now to within a penalty of Thierry Lacroix in terms of points scored for France. But this was the rolling ball, the drive. And Glenn Jackson just on the wrong side. The TMO had the benefit of the cameras.
No, ball's there though. Sorry,
Mishlak pops up the up and under. Guitoun goes chasing. And that's knocked backward and picked up by Bastareaud. And is eventually brought down by Pucala.
The first one here. 2 knock on. First one from the kick.
Knock-ons cancelling each other out, so we come for the scrum to France. Final few minutes there, and France are going to register only their second win of 2013. Another one being against Scotland in March 23-16. As for Tonga though, this is their third consecutive defeat away from home. Last time that happened was back in 2010. 43-8, the largest winning margin. Probably not going to beat that, but we've got 3 and a bit minutes remaining. Get more scores.
Ball. Taking in more scrum.
France have scored only 4 tries in their last 5 matches. But they've scored 4 tries here tonight. It's worth pointing out that 4 of those 5 matches have been against the All Blacks.
I think so, okay. Please don't rush them. Thank you.
So, the scrum packs down, no number 8s for France.
5, 6. Hey.
And it goes. And we have to reset. So a comfortable victory this will be for France as they set themselves up for the physical encounter next weekend against the Springboks.
5, 6, yes side.
And Tonga have themselves a penalty, which they take quickly. They have to do. It's Maafu who's taken it quickly. Now Tonga looking to finish on a high if they can. Consolation score perhaps. Nililati, the skipper, goes through the middle, over the top.
Stay on! Ooh. Stay.
No real options, keeping it tight here at Tonga.
No clear release.
Into the last 90 seconds, the little kick over the top. Oh no, that's not a good one.
Release. No clear release.
The advantage is being played, hence the kick. Mohicanos didn't look too impressed and realised that they had the penalty, and he was a little happier with the situation. And they're taking the tap rather than going for the line out. Oh, and almost going straight through the middle is Maasi. Now Tonga knocking on the door once more. They've had opportunities, 3 or 4 opportunities, just the one score. Pass not given, and good ground made. Still they look down that blind side. This is Tipole. Maasi got it going with the quick tap. Now they're going to look down this left-hand side. Going for the corner was Maafu. And they're what, half a metre shy here, Tonga. Can the Sea Eagles find that score? Final 20 seconds. France have won the game, but Tonga looking for some respect. Knocking on the door. Advantage play. As offside comes Vahamahina. Bonakolo. Now, does he score? Does he score?
Time. Alan, we're going to just check if he's out here. Otherwise, we go back for a penalty.
Will there be a second try? Fortuna's picked up an injury. Let's have another look. Wow, that could be a superb finish from Vainakolo. It's just whether or not the outside of his foot touches the line. There. Oh. I reckon he gets the ball down before he hits the post. It's whether or not the outside of his boot is on the line. It's too close to call, I think, but let's have another look. Wow, you can't see from that angle because the foot is in the air. It looks like it's on the line. This is the angle that will tell you. Wow, I think I can see grass, maybe a blade of grass, perhaps, between Vainakolo. But this would be yet another try for this exciting winger.
Yes.
And the try is scored. Well, that is a very fine finish from Vainakolo down in the corner. A second try of the match for him. And it takes the score on to 38-16. Well, second try for him. 9 tries now in 11 appearances. And he's got the conversion to come. So a disappointing way for the match to end for France, but they'll be delighted to get a win under their belts after what has been a very, very difficult 2013. In fact, since the World Cup final in 2011, they've only won 1 game up against the side ranked above them in the rankings, and that is a fine kick from the youngster Fosita on his debut as he finds it straight through the middle of the post. And it's Tonga who end this match on a high. They've lost this match by 22 points. France win it 38-18. A fantastic game. 4 tries to 2, but France the worthy victors.
International Rugby on Sky was proudly brought to you by Ford.